With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Seattle. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Wins to throw on the first play from scrimmage. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now wins. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for that. And they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs.
Touchdown, Packers!
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Go, go.
From the 31, Wentz. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Empty. Empty. Kill, kill.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Solid, solid.
To throw, it's Wentz.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Seahawks at 11-5 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Sunday.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Open man is Michael Thomas. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Quick throw outlined by Wentz.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
7-7, our score after 1. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Touchdown!
Romeo Doubs.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers have moved out in front. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Run. Kill.
Throwing is Wentz. It's caught. Lockett. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And some room to roam now. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially in the line of scrimmage. And once he got over the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too. And in order to get it to him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Rodgers. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz.
escape, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Sunday.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Wentz going to throw. Off to Thomas on the left side.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
81. Great 57.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's got his tight end fan. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 21. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
That would complete downfield to Thomas.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Wentz now to throw.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know we can't do a mind meld and really know exactly what he was thinking, but I didn't see an open receiver there. Maybe, possibly, he did that on purpose and just overthrew him.
Yeah, coverage was good, so maybe indeed that was another way to throw it away, if you will.
Go, go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left.
Hey, kill. Hey, force toe kill.
Wins to throw again. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun to give to Jones.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many offenses want to improve their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rodgers going to throw.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Wentz.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Here we go. Lefty. Go. 87.
Now Wentz.
This is the tight end Fant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Go, go. Kill. This like that.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. To throw, it's Wentz.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. The 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to a turn.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Wentz now on first down.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Walker.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Go, Don't go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight 15. Straight 15.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
82. 82.
To throw is Wentz.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Straight 57.
Now Wentz. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Man, 5-7.
Into the red zone. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Choose that. Let's kill. Sunday. Sunday.
Now Wentz. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Sunday.
Walker is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Shorty.
Walker once more, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Walker. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Go.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, 626.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, it's Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Inside.
Here's Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. He's at the 40. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Up the middle, Jones. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Over.
A give to Jones. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Green Bay,
they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss could be an impactful one as they'll finish at 11-6 on the year.
And they'll get their shot at playoff football.